Okay, it's recording. Hey, everybody, welcome and thank you for being patient as we got started and dealt with some technical issues. My name is Michelle Stuchel, Emerald Ambassador, and I want to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to come and hear about why Plexus. So before we get started, I wanted to share with you a little bit about my story. I have a master's in counseling and I'm a certified life coach, and I've done a lot of different things, including have been an executive director of a nonprofit, and a campus minister, but my true claim to fame is being a wife and a mom. And I've got 3 girls. And when we moved to Savannah almost 12 years ago, I'm going to give you a very quick picture of my health. I had awful allergies that turned into awful sinus infections, so bad that I was having 6 to 8 sinus infections a year that would turn into bronchitis, allergy-induced asthma, and each one of these episodes would last a month. So you can imagine if I was having 6 to 8 of these a year, 6 to 8 months out of the year, I was really sick. And it was so bad that my allergist told me, if your husband can get a job outside of Savannah, you need to take it because you'll never feel good here. I mean, we live in a beautiful low country, marshland, but it's a breeding ground for allergies. So I didn't have a whole lot of hope. And then fast forward, I was always exhausted, always sucking down coffee and tea just to make it till bedtime. Any other moms can relate. I was always craving sugar and carbs, always puffy, brain fog in the middle of the afternoon. And I just thought that was #mom life until I went and got a sleep study done. And it turned out that I had a mild case of sleep apnea, not bad enough that I needed to use a CPAP, but enough where I used a mouth guard. So then I also had really high cholesterol and triglycerides. My mom had a heart attack and triple bypass when she was 51, and they told me that I was trending the same way and that I was in the second highest category for heart disease. I already ate well. I already exercised. I mean, I enjoyed my Ben and Jerry's over the weekend, but their answer was to put me on statins because they said it's just your genetics. I was on them for about a month and did some research and then came off because I did not like what they were going to do and the very serious side effects. I also had really bad digestive issues. If I went to the bathroom 3 times a week, it was a great week. So I always looked 6 months pregnant. And I tell this story. I really did look pregnant. In fact, one time when my in-laws came to see us, and we hadn't seen them for some time, and the first thing out of my mother-in-law's mouth was, "You didn't tell us you were expecting." I'm not. Come on in. Going to be a great trip. Come on. You need a haircut too. No, I didn't say that. But I was always bloated. Let's see, what else did I have? Just constant immune challenges. And then when I was 42, I found out I was pregnant. We had a surprise pregnancy. And because of all my immune challenges, the doctors put me on antibiotics the month before I gave birth. And I just didn't know what antibiotics did to gut health. I didn't know anything about that. And I did what the experts told me to do. And then after I had the baby, my health tanked. And it's like every time I came across a germ, I got sick. Now, mind you, all along this time, I was trying all these things to feel better. I tried oils, I tried name brand vitamins you'd recognize, expensive probiotics, refrigerated probiotics. I went gluten-free, dairy-free. I juiced, I did detoxes. I mean, I did everything I could think of except for acupuncture because I will not do needles. Got to draw the line somewhere. So when Brittany reached out to me and asked me about my health goals, and I told her she had really bad digestive issues and her husband had allergies and they didn't struggle with them anymore. And that really caught my attention. So out of desperation, I tried the products. Fast forward 9 months on the products, I came off all medicine. And you have to understand, I was doing Flonase and sometimes 2 allergy medicines. And shots, allergy shots. I have not had 1 prescription since starting the products. And I was the woman that as I walked to the pharmacy, they literally would get my prescription ready because I lived there so much. I forgot this. I lived on birth control because my cycles were always irregular and I had a PCOS diagnosis. So, I mean, when I say they knew me, they knew me. So no more prescriptions, no more over-the-counter medicine. I lost extra baby weight. I'm not inflamed or puffy anymore. I'm 48 years old and I look and feel better than I did in my 30s. And the products have not only changed my physical life, but that of my family's too. My middle daughter was trending the same way, lived on Singulair and nebulizers and all that. And now she's just on Plexus. So, I started because I wanted to feel better. I did not start to start a business or for an opportunity. And I certainly didn't start to join a network marketing company. I wanted, quite frankly, nothing to do with a network marketing company, just to be frank. But I was the type of person that I always wanted more. There was always a drive in me that there was more out there, that God had more for me. My husband makes a wonderful living. But he works for the government. So it's not like he can work more to make more money. And we have 3 girls, and girls are expensive. Okay. Girls are really expensive, and children are expensive. And that means, the first thing out of my husband's mouth when we found out my second daughter was a girl, first thing, I'm talking jelly and ultrasound on my belly. First thing out of his mouth was another wedding. No lie. Now, to his credit, he prayed that the third one would be a girl. He's a great girl dad. But 3 weddings, 3 colleges. We don't want to launch our children into their lives with debt. That is a lot of money. We have aging parents, some of that don't have any savings. So we're faced with that. And all of this costs money. And there would be several nights where my husband would wake up at night wondering, how are we going to do this and not go into debt, because we don't believe in debt? And then what about the things we want to offer our kids? What about the travel we want to do? And what about the ministries we want to fund? I would love to be the person that would be able to stroke the check for the house, the ministry to help the girls rescued out of trafficking. I just had a hunger for more, but I was not looking to add anything to my plate. But Brittany said a couple things that stuck out to me. And she said things like this: Michelle, less than 2% of the population has heard the word Plexus. And we have a monthly consumable that every man, woman, and child needs. And in terms of a life cycle of a network marketing company, where you want to enter is the bottom of the J curve, before market saturation, before legacy wealth. Like if you think about a company like Mary Kay, everybody knows a rep or is one, right? Plus the fact that you can get makeup anywhere from Walmart to Saks Fifth Avenue and everywhere in between. But we are unique. We have less than 200 top leaders at this point. The market is wide open with a monthly consumable that every man, woman, and child needs. So all of that stuck in my brain, okay? I knew all of that. And I could see from the numbers perspective that this was the opportunity of a lifetime. And yet I still didn't really want to jump in because I was afraid of what people would think. And I didn't want to be that person. And I remember walking into my room one day and I really felt like the Lord stopped me. And he said, Michelle, do you care more about what people think of you or more about helping people? And it stopped me dead in my tracks. And at that moment, I just said, yes, sir, because I knew what I had on my hands. And I knew that if I didn't share it, I'd be one of the most selfish people on the planet, because I saw what these products were doing for people. I saw people that had suffered with migraines for 10, 15, 20 years not suffer anymore. I saw people that had autoimmune issues get their lives back. I saw people, moms that were so exhausted, they didn't have the energy to play with their kids, play with their kids. I saw what these products were doing for people. And I couldn't believe it. And I remember, and I'm a morning person, I'm not a night person. And as I got into the Facebook group, Gut and Health and Happiness, and I was reading the testimonies, up until 12, 1 and 2 in the morning. And I thought, if Plexus is really doing all this, why aren't we shouting this from the rooftops? Everybody needs to know this. And so I started talking to people and I started sharing. And what I realized is that most of the people around me did not feel their best. Most of the people around me thought it was normal to be popping pills or taking medicine, or just to accept, well, as you age, everything goes downhill, right? It's just normal. Aches and pains, your body's going to start falling apart. What I didn't realize is that wasn't normal. So I started sharing. And within my first month, I made almost $500. And at this point, I'm earning a six-figure income. And by helping people, help people. And it's changed everything for our family. We've gone from how in the world are we going to do this and waking up in the middle of the night thinking about taking care of aging parents and savings and 3 children to sleeping well and not worrying about these issues. Or if we have to get new tires or a new air conditioning or a new refrigerator or 3 colleges and 3 weddings and aging parents. I had a drive for more and I have found out how to get it. So let me explain to you, you're here because someone invited you, about why Plexus. And I want to share with you a little bit about why this is such an amazing and unique and life-changing opportunity. So let's start with our definition. Last year, when I was on a leadership retreat in Scottsdale, one of our team leaders opened the retreat by saying, if you want your business to thrive, love and serve people well. Love and serve people well. That is the definition of a professional network marketer. To help people help more people. We have solutions for some of people's greatest needs outside of the Lord. Network marketing is not only one of the fastest growing industries on the planet, but one of the best because it's people helping people, ordinary people helping people, and teaching them to do the same. Anybody can learn these skills. And in Plexus, it's 4 simple skills to learn, and anybody can do it. Is it easy? No, I mean, the skills are simple to learn. It's work involved, but anybody can learn them. And it's not dependent on your personality. It's not dependent on how many people you know. It's not dependent on your age or what you look like. Anybody can do this because it's people helping people and teaching others to do the same. And the more you help and teach them how to do the same, the more your paycheck will grow. Now let's talk about timing, okay? What happened in March? Ding, 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 ding. COVID, right? And our whole globe is concerned about health and finances. And we are an answer to both. Historically, in times of recession, this is when network marketing explodes. And this is no different. 2020 is no different. We are an answer to both health and finances. And that is why our individual businesses and as a team, we have skyrocketed and had incredible growth. People are realizing that plan A doesn't always work out, and they're open to a plan B. So the timing could not be better. Let's talk about more timing and science. Gut health is on the cutting edge of science and trending like crazy. You may have heard the term gut-brain axis. You may have read the book, The Microbiome Solution. Shoot, you can go grocery shopping and go to the cereal aisle and see Special K with probiotics, right? Most of the health issues we deal with in this country go back to the same roots of blood sugar imbalance, poor gut health, and inflammation. You can take just about any health ailment and Google it with those words, and scores of articles will come up, articles and studies showing you those links. I never knew that all of my seemingly disparate issues had the same roots, and that if I dealt with the roots with best-in-class plant-based supplements, I wouldn't struggle with digestion. I wouldn't struggle with high cholesterol. I would sleep well. I wouldn't crave sugar and carbs. I could go to the bathroom and I wouldn't deal with seasonal allergies. And that's what's happened. Most people do not feel their best, and most people think it's normal to be popping pills and declining with age. It's just not true. God designed our bodies to thrive if given the right environment and supplements. Dig into the science. It is absolutely phenomenal. And Plexus is a total gut health company for the entire family. And we are leading the health and wellness industry in this amazing field of gut health. Everything from allergies to anxiety. I challenge you. Take one of your health ailments or that of a friend and Google it with the words and gut health and inflammation and blood sugar imbalance, and you'll be astounded. And it's exactly these issues that our products address. And this leads to the next point. We have a monthly consumable product that every man, woman, and child needs. Here's the deal. Everybody is going to pay for their health at one point or another. You will either pay for it in doctor's bills and in medicine, lost life and time, or you will pay for it in prevention and healing. What we have is for everybody has a gut. This is not just a pink drink for chicks. My husband takes the products. He has a gut. He needs blood sugar balance. He needs to reduce inflammation and improve his gut health. So this doesn't just target women or kids or something that's not a necessity. Like, I love supporting my friends in their home-based businesses, but the last time I checked, mascara, purses, and leggings did not change people's lives. We have something that is a solution that people need, especially in this world where people are realizing that, the best offense is a good defense, and supporting the immune system is critical to optimal health. Okay. And what we have is at a fabulous price point. People that know the science and look at the ingredients are blown away when they see what they get for the incredible price for this monthly consumable product. I think about some of my friends in their home-based businesses. It's not a consumable. I mean, I love leggings, but there's only so many leggings and yoga pants I can buy, right? Another point why this is such a great opportunity. This is a turnkey business that offers solutions. Plexus is perfectly set up for social marketing business in this new economy, whether you're quarantined or not, okay? Everything's online. Our business model is on the cutting edge. We're not about bricks and mortar, but we are online. We have no parties, praise the Lord Jesus, no inventory, no huge upfront cost. Normally, to get started, it costs you $39.95. Corporate has made it only $9.95, and that gives you your website, and then you pay for your products, and you can get out the door about $100 right now. And what do you get with that? A website with no hidden fees, no monthly fees for your website, marketing, training, collateral materials, a shipping department, a customer service department, and brand leverage. You get all of that. Turnkey business, not to mention our team being one of the fastest growing teams in the entire company. And our compensation plan is unlike any other on the market. In fact, when our founders were looking at different compensation plans, they didn't see anything that was as generous as they wanted, so they created their own. We get paid 11 different ways. We are completely, as a company, debt-free, and we're totally a profit-sharing company. I get paid every week, and we are backed by Morgan Stanley. We have an A+ rating by the Better Business Bureau, and consistently Plexus is rated corporate offices one of the best places to work in Phoenix, Arizona every year running. Our compensation plan is so incredibly generous that people that have been in other network marketing companies, when they look, are astounded what we can get paid based on the size of our organization. It really is tremendous. And talking about generosity, if you're new and if you've just joined this month, or if you're contemplating getting started, listen to this November incentive. You can get started with your Triplex products for about $100. If 10 people use your referral link, they invest $100. 10 people, you will earn back close to $1,100. $1,100. That is an 11% return. You can't even find a mutual fund that will give you an 11% return. And oh yeah, by the way, you've got some life-changing products along with that. Our compensation plan and the generosity of our company is unmatched and unparalleled. Not only that, but we have an incredible culture and team. Our team is one of the fastest growing in the company because we have a culture of growth and integrity. And when I say growth, I mean personal growth, not just growing a team or a paycheck. What I mean is what I've learned is that I've grown as a wife. I've grown as a mom. I've grown as a friend. I've grown as a woman and a leader because We are truly in network marketing, and on this team, we are in a personal development program that has a compensation plan. Because the more you grow and learn about how to be a better person, how to love and serve other people well, the more your paycheck will grow. There's a direct correlation. And I found is that I needed it. I wanted it. And so that's been one of the richest blessings of my life, is how I've grown and developed character and strength and grit. And I'm just a stronger person because of it. A like-minded culture and team with all the training you could want, book studies, and a culture of, these women and men have pulled out my best and encouraged me to do things that I didn't believe that I could do. And that's who we are. One of the reasons I love network marketing is that I get to choose who I work with. Have any of you ever been in a work environment? This is kind of a buzzword these days, a toxic work environment. Anybody know what I mean? You've had to work with people that you'd rather not work with? Ever watch The Office? You know what I mean? Toxic. Everybody needs these products, but I do not have to link arms with everybody. I get to choose who I build with. I get to choose like-minded people, and it is a joy to my heart. I literally get paid to do life with my best friends. I didn't start this looking for community. I had community. I thought I didn't need any more friends. But what I found was that I needed this community. I needed people to push me and to love me and to call out my best. And I am forever grateful for not only that they've done that for me, but that I get to be a part of that for others. And let's talk about the finances. 2 words, residual income. That means when I get to a certain level, money keeps coming. Money keeps coming. And I'm at the level where that's happening. We have no income cap, no limit. My husband has an income cap. He works for the government and he has reached the top of his pay grade. He cannot earn more money. I can earn as much money as I want and I'm willing to work for. My paycheck is directly tied to how much value I'm adding to the company. And my business and paycheck will grow as I help more people help more people. That's my job description. Let me mention the fun. The trips to Orlando, Las Vegas, San Diego, Phoenix, a cruise to the Bahamas. I've earned iPads, Apple Watches, AirPods, a $2,000 shopping spree to Bloomingdale's. That was a lot of fun. $2,000 shopping spree to Nordstrom that I'll get to go on in January. I mean, recognition out the wahoo. Earned a pair of Ray-Bans, VIP receptions, parties, tons of recognition and encouragement. When my husband, he's an assistant U.S. attorney, when he won a landmark case, I mean, this had national repercussions, okay? Do you know what he got? Do you know how they recognized him? An email. He got an email. An email. Do you know what the best present he got from his office was? A mug. A mug. I'll take my shopping spree, iPads, Apple Watches, and AirPods, and trips, which are my favorite, for memories with these amazing people. We continually love and lift each other up and have a ball doing it. And there's no limit or restriction on how fast I can grow. I'm not working for somebody else on somebody else's timetable. I have built a 6-figure income while working from home on my terms, my hours, without sacrificing what is most important to me, which is my family. And I'm not only getting paid on my efforts, but on everybody's efforts on my team. That's an incredible, incredible gig. So why Plexus? It's not just about the money. Now, don't get me wrong. The money is pretty fabulous, but what the money does is it gives you options. I'm able to earn a 6-figure income from home without sacrificing what is most important to me. And I've made some of the best friends of my life, and I get to choose who I work with. So let me talk to you about my life now. My girls are in a classical Christian private school, and they're absolutely thriving. We were homeschooling before. Loved homeschooling. It was great, but we weren't going to go into debt over our children's education. And now I'm more than paying for our school, all 3 of them. We're able to travel without stressing my husband out. We just went to Disney. We're able to say yes more often with confidence. We can give more than we ever have. And my girls are seeing that hard work and impact is all about. It's about more. It's about the more that is out there for you. Do you have that hunger and desire for more like I do? The more that God has for you? Because there is more. A lot of times I'm talking to people and say, you know, what could your life look like if you had an extra $5,000, $1,000, $5,000, $10,000 or more? And that's a reality. I'm living proof that that's a reality. There is more out there for you. And Plexus has been a vehicle for that more to come and flow to come in and flow out of our lives. Lives are changing, both physically, financially, because we have solutions. And we're about, most importantly, seeing lives changed. And this is why I chose Plexus. I hope that you will get back in touch with the person that invited you. Thank you so much for joining us. And I'm excited to see your Plexus journey unfold. Have a great night, everybody. Okay, can we stop recording?